Well, one of our guiding principles at Polaris Academy was to integrate both architecture and design elements into the school to meet the sensory needs of our students. In fact, studies have shown that by reducing distractions in the learning environment, autistic children find it easier to stay focused, and this gives them more opportunities to learn and excel in the classroom. Polaris Academy has been designed to incorporate the latest architectural standards developed for kids who struggle to learn in more traditional ways. This design philosophy fosters an adaptive learning environment that reduces sensory stimulations and triggers, cultivates concentration and well-being, as well as maximizes advancements for students navigating autism and other sensory sensitivities. You know, children with autism already have enough challenges, and their environment shouldn't be one of them. At Polaris Academy, even the physical surroundings will serve as a resource to help students focus, learn, and reach their potential. Well, one of our design ambitions was to reduce and minimize sensory overload in our campus environment. We know that children with autism are more sensitive to sensory input, and this makes it difficult for them to process what would be considered moderate levels of light, noise, color, smells, and even textures. This sensory overload can cause them to feel anxious and overwhelmed. And for one child, it might be the hum of fluorescent lights. For another, it may be the walls painted in bold primary color schemes. So simplifying but not removing sensory experiences is critical to minimizing sensory overload in the campus and classroom setting. At Polaris Academy, we designed our campus atmosphere to meet the needs of children who struggle with sensory overload. Some of these sensory design features in our building include indirect diffused lighting that resembles natural daylight, hallways that are wide and open with no corners, allowing students to navigate our campus without surprises. Our flooring surface materials are low impact, reducing acoustic echoes, noise, and the commotion found in more traditional settings. We have also selected interior paint colors that will be muted in tone, creating a soothing atmosphere. Our intentional design features have been carefully chosen to help your child feel safe and secure from the sensory distractions that otherwise would hinder the learning process, while also allowing them the freedom and flexibility to be a kid and explore at their own pace. Well, children with autism encounter challenges in managing transitions and adapting to changes, and whether that's shifting from one physical location to another or dealing with new situations and unfamiliar places. Because of this, we have thoughtfully designed our school to prioritize enhancing awareness and orientation for our students. We accomplish this by tailoring designs that accommodate recognizable routines, patterns, and employing clear, straightforward layouts. These design features create an environment that becomes easier and more predictive for the students to navigate. To facilitate smooth transitions within our campus, we have implemented what we refer to as transition zones. These zones are designed to alert students that there will be changes in their upcoming environment, allowing them time to prepare and adjust before entering to the new area. So what do these transition zones look like? A few of these design features would include changes in floor tile and carpet colors that are strategically employed to indicate entrances to different classrooms and hallways. We also have preparatory seating zones that allow students time to pause and gather their thoughts before entering into the classroom. Another notable design feature is the side glass doors that allow students to peer into the classroom before entering that space, giving them time to process their new environment. Our classrooms will also be versatile in nature, crafted to include several types of table arrangements that will allow for individual and group teaching. Transition zones are part of our architecture and design. They were developed to be adaptive to the needs of students who struggle with sensory overload. These features are there as part of the Polaris experience, allowing your child to feel safe and comfortable in the classroom setting.